Dr. Pepper, okay? Her eyes were wide, like she was trying to send me a secret message. And I need someone to reach it for me. Pretty sure I could reach that. She turned back to the guys and said, "My little sister," while shaking her head. Then she tossed her hair and gave a huge smile to the guy who'd handed her the drink. "Thank you so much," she said, really cheerful, like he'd given her a winning lottery ticket. "You're being weird," I told her, as Declan came up next to me. Sage laughed, then handed me the credit card. "Here, why don't y'all go order the sandwiches? Mom said we have to stay together. I'll catch up to you," she said. "You can handle this, right? Just order what everyone likes." Declan and I found an available touchscreen at the cafe and put in the sandwich orders. Barbecue brisket for him, chicken croissant for me, a grilled cheese cut into quarters for Chloe and Aiden to share, pastrami Reuben for Dad, and a turkey club for Mom. I punched in a ham and cheese for Sage with extra pickles. Sage hated pickles. "I'm going to look at the snacks," said Declan. "Mom and Dad aren't going to buy you any beaver nuggets." "Geez, Nina, I'm just going to look. Can you wait for the sandwiches?" "Fine." Sage and the football pack had moved on to the jerky wall. She giggled and gave one of them a playful slap to the shoulder. "Perfect," I mumbled. Bunch of jerks at the jerky wall. My face flushed with embarrassment, even though no one could hear me. I was acting like a little kid. Maybe I'd act like Sage when I was older. After another glance in her direction, I shook my head, unable to picture it. Why laugh at something that's not even funny? Not that I could overhear what the guys were saying, but it probably wasn't that funny. After a few minutes, "Order for Nina," came through the overhead speaker. A woman wearing a white apron over her Buc-ee's t-shirt and khakis was working at the ice cream counter next to the sandwich pickup. Her gray curls were squished beneath a hairnet. While scooping ice cream with one hand, she leaned over and slid the bag of sandwiches closer to me. "You got it, sweetie," she said. "That's a big order." A plastic name tag on her shirt read Wanda. "Thanks, I've got it." Dad came up to the counter then, holding Chloe by the hand. She'd undone her pigtails, as usual, leaving her hair sticking up like a pile of white cotton candy on her head.
"There you are," said Dad. "Where are Declan and Sage?"
I handed him the card and the bag and pointed to Sage. "And Declan's looking at snacks."
"Go tell him the Barlow bus is heading out."
On the way to fetch Declan, I noticed a gray and white bird looking in through the glass side doors. It was a mockingbird. I recognized it from the Texas State bird coloring pages we'd had in elementary school. They weren't much fun to color, especially if you'd just opened a brand new box of crayons. The mockingbird glanced up at me, hopped a few steps down the sidewalk, then turned back, like it wanted me to follow. Declan was nowhere in sight. I'd make it quick, then come back for him. Outside, the bird looked back again from the edge of the sidewalk. It took off with a sharp cheep cheep. I followed it to a cedar tree behind the store. When the bird sang again, it sounded like it was calling my name. "Nina, Nina, Nina. See it? See it?" On a lower branch, another mockingbird sat on a nest of twigs. Moss peeked through the twigs and over the sides of the nest. "Yeah, I do see it," I said. "Do y'all have eggs in there?" The bird didn't say anything else, just hopped down and perched behind the nest. I'll take that as a yes. After looking around to make sure no one saw me talking to a bird, I added, "Thanks for showing me. Nice meeting you." Back inside the store, I still saw no sign of Declan. He must have gone outside. But out in the parking lot, a different car was parked where our minivan had been. I stepped back inside to make sure this wasn't the wrong exit. No, there was the fountain drink station. This was the right set of doors. I jogged around the store, looking up and down the aisles. Maybe my parents had forgotten something for the twins. That had to be it. No one was shopping in the baby aisle. The minivan wasn't near any of the exits or anywhere else in the parking lot. I patted my pockets. Empty. My phone was in the car. After another lap inside the store, I went up to the ice cream counter. Wanda had seemed nice when she gave me the lunch order. "Back for dessert," she said. "You didn't eat all those sandwiches yourself, did you?" She laughed. Not like Sage laughed when she was talking to those boys. Wanda laughed like she meant it.